The best thing about baseball I love is the hitting and fielding, and pitching also.
No matter how deep I get into the history of it or how much I look into a swing, there's always more. It's very interesting to me.
The hard hours when nobody's looking at you, the extra long hours in the cages, on the tee, extra ground balls on the field, just the hours nobody sees and the results you get on the field.
I like how you can hit and be able to field, and when you do it, you become a better teammate. And throughout life, you can maybe like make new friends.
I love the competitiveness in baseball. I just love winning. And baseball is a humbling sport, so I just like playing it and I'm competitive. So
I love baseball because I've been playing it since I was six years old, and I've been playing it ever since. And I figured out it's my sport, so I play it.
It's the one sport that brings kind of like more effort, and I always bring effort to my sports. So, and then this one, it's a little harder, but when you get good at it, it becomes easier.
I just love the energy of the game, and how I have the opportunity to play the game. I just love it.
I saw it as an opportunity for me to elevate myself and to set up a foundation for my family.
Mom and Dad would always say, "You're not sitting in this house using up our electricity. Go outside and play." And we had a big yard, 8 or 9 acres. So Dad said, "Y'all can build any field that you want to build." So we had a basketball court and baseball field and a football field, and kids were always around, and we just continued to play all the time. And then as I got a little older, I realized that baseball was where I needed to go.
Growing up with all my boys that eventually faded out from baseball, there were a lot of good players that just stopped playing baseball. So, and now it's to the point where I go back home to Nebraska and I'll see baseball fields now converted into soccer fields. I think the next Ken Griffey Jr. may have come and gone without us seeing it, just because I don't know if the people back home or people wherever, the people that I know I've grown up with, even see baseball as an avenue.
If we don't give back, and one of the things that we say, all of my buddies say in scouting is that, our focus is go back and give back to the people that are just like us, that didn't have an opportunity, who didn't get seen, to go back and look at that and continue to drive it.
Like Tupac said, he was the rose that grew from concrete. And I think that's what it's very symbolic of a lot of kids in the inner city, is to be able to be something to marvel at, that grew up out of, the cracks and the crumble and, in the concrete, and just come out and be something that no one ever thought you would become.
I go to City League. I'm in the city. I go to school, Taylor Alderdice. If you ever look at my team or other city teams, or even city teams for regular baseball, there's not many black kids. And if you look at college level, it's not many black kids. In the pros, most of the African Americans there are from the Dominican. So for RBI to actually come in and say, you guys have a chance to do this and take it farther in life, it's all the more reason for us to continue the game.
I think where we've fallen short as an industry is in our recruitment, and that is in our advertisement of the game, of opportunities, of routes to impacting the game.
From a professional standpoint, we really want players, to play in the major leagues. But from our own personal goals, we want players to get their college degree. And we've talked about that tremendous amount of time. There's only a small percentage of players that are going to get a chance to play at the major league level. Everyone can get their college degree.
Growing up, it was always education first, always school, get your schoolwork done, making sure that I made good grades, and, baseball and basketball came, second to that. I was come home, get your work done, and then you can go outside and play.
I want to go to Harvard for school. Just like in baseball, it's 93% mental, 7% physical. I know I can go to school and do that. Always have been. Always been able to do the work. 7% is just me being able to ace the SAT and then getting the money to go to school there.
If I didn't go to college at the time, I'll go back and get like my master's.
Education is important because you need to succeed in life. You need to have education before you can even play baseball. Your GPA has to be high enough to be able to play.
The RBI program teaches me responsibility and how to juggle real life things that you have to do in baseball, and that's what I want to do.
You know, it's on people like me to really open up avenues like other individuals and mentors have done for me throughout my career.
We have to know our history, one, and the things that they brought to the table. We have to remember that a lot of these men who love baseball did not get a chance to play it at this level because the opportunities were just not there for them. So we have to make sure that we always honor them and what they've done and what they brought to this sport and just where they've come from.
We get off the bus, all the white ball players were able to go in a restaurant and get something to eat. Okay, all you black boys go around the back. So we go around the back, but you know something again, I made it positive. I knew all the cooking was done by black people. The brothers, which we were the four of us, we would sit in the kitchen. Sit on a little, take a tub, turn it over, sit down and eat, and say, you know, I know you boys don't make no money, so here, you ain't got to pay nothing. I will tell you what, we got the best collard greens, the best cornbread.
Jackie Robinson was good, but he was like the only one who really got recognized for it. I know there was, and I know he got into the league because of, not only because of his like athletic ability or how he played the game, but also because he could like take the downgrading and like the discrimination of being black. But I know there's so many other more like black people back in the day that could have done what he has done.
You know, people crossing over from the Negro Leagues, and I just think about laying that foundation for, you know, an opportunity for so many people, you know, coming afterwards. Look across the game today and you see, you know, different colors, you see different backgrounds, you see different cultures, different languages.
I look up to Jackie Robinson because he's a real fundamentally sound baseball player and he beats any obstacles in front of him.
Without him, I wouldn't be playing this game.
Jackie Robinson went through so much, from have his ankle almost broken, going out there and still playing.
Pretty much every male figure in my family has connections with baseball, and considering my age and my parents' age, it was the Negro Leagues.
I can't overstate how important I think it is to remember and to honor, you know, just those who came before us.
I'll remember the past, you remember me.
I'll remember the past.
I will remember the past.
I'll remember the past. You remember me.
I remember the past, you remember me.